never have I ever lost respect for someone after having sex with them.
Have I? Lost respect, that is pretty heavy.
The dick was too small. So, yeah.
You know how people be like, the size doesn't matter? That's a lie. It does. And I just feel like it wasn't that he didn't measure up, pun intended. He had all this personality and everything like that. It didn't match. And I'm just like, don't talk to me ever again. I was deceived.
Dick fish.
Okay, you ever like wanted someone and like the lust makes you think they're great, and then you get to know them and you realize that they're really corny. Like, God forgive me, he was just a corny guy with a big dick. He was just corny. Like, the more I got to know him, I was just turned off by some of his antics. It was really sad because that doesn't outweigh each other, because like when a dude is just corny, is just, you can't fix corny. That's like in your personality. There's some things you can fix about people. Like, you know, I don't like the way you dress. Let's go shopping, you know? You're not that smart. Let's read. But corniness is like, you were born with that. You can't teach swag. I tell people that all the time.
Respect? No. Everybody deserves respect. Not respect. I mean, I'm not gonna fuck you again, but respect, everybody deserves it. It's okay.
See, I'ma still say never, only because it wouldn't be because of that. Like, it's more so like a personality trait. Like, you did something that I didn't like, so I lost respect and I moved accordingly from there.
Yes. Yes, I have. So first, let me drink. It was actually a conjunction of things. First thing was she would always parade herself like, yo, my pussy is spectacular. Yo, you don't know what you're missing. Yo, niggas don't know what they doing these days. You niggas is on sex pills and niggas is thirsty. You don't know what, once I lay it on you, I'm gonna rock your world. And then my man that hasn't procured a lot of vagina in his life was like, yo, I told you I hit it and this and that. So I'm like, all right, I got said vagina. I was like, I think we need to have a meeting. You spoke so highly about this experience and I just wasn't feeling it, and this was very standard vagina. You know what I mean? So in that regard, like the respect level went down a little bit, but you know.
So had she not hyped it up, would you have been fine?
Yeah, because standard vagina is standard. That's what standard means. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm out here giving like above average penis, because that's a lie. But if you're average, I'm average, and it's an average medley, then everybody can eat. But if somebody's lying in a situation, then my pH is off. Well, what about me and my pH? You know what I'm saying? I got pH just like everybody else. So, word.
I would say this one particular person, this happened a couple years ago. And I lost respect for him because he ended up moving to California. And he did not hit me up, and every time I would contact him, he would block my shit and everything. It was just like really, I just didn't understand why. He ended up telling me he had a girl, didn't know that. So I was like, fuck. So I just lost my respect for him completely.
It happened one time. He and I were really good friends first. He told me, immediately after the fact that he was not interested in pursuing anything serious. I was like, okay, cool. That's fine. At least you told me before, serious emotional attachments develop. But he did this weird thing where he would just disappear and then reappear every 5 to 6 business months. And I was just like,
not business months.
Business months. And I cannot stress this enough. Every time he did it, it just made me like, he had to get clipped. Recently, actually. Love that for me.
Definitely have. Shorties is nasty sometimes. And they'd be like, ooh, you let me do that on the first time? There are people who like you more than you like them, so they allow you to do more than you would allow them to do to you. And I've been in a few situations in the past where I was able to literally do whatever the first time having sex. And if you let me do this, how many other people, just like if a nigga ate a girl butt on the first night, right? She'd be like, nigga, that shit felt good, but if you did this to me, who else did you? You know what I mean? It's gonna be in the back of your mind, even if they probably never did it before.
So what's the takeaway from that then? To hold some shit back?
See, as a guy, it's tricky. You don't wanna give too much, and then possibly, not saying I have the best dick in the world, but you possibly dickmatize them or you turn them crazy. You might activate that button in the back of the uterus that when you hit it, it just turns them into where you at, where you going, why you here, all of that. You don't necessarily want to do that, but you do want to give a great impression your first time around. If you give a head, you got to give perfect head off the rip, like just cause mama ain't raised nobody like who did. Well, I don't want to bring my mom into this. I'm sorry, mom.
I feel like if something happened during like sex, I would probably address it after. Not like really lose respect for them altogether, like 100%, but I'd probably talk about it. But not like, oh shit, that was horrible. Yeah, I don't think so.
I can't drink. I don't know. I didn't. Okay, no, I'm gonna just not drink.
Anybody ever like talk big shit and then like when you got it was like, this is what it's getting?
Well, someone did that, but there's a reason why he couldn't perform. Like he was stressed out, and I know why he was stressed out, so I kind of forgave him. Did I go back for a reround? No, because I'm like, I don't want to look at you differently because if you still don't perform, it's like, okay, it's you. And he talked a lot of shit, and then when we tried to do it, he was like throwing me all these different positions because he didn't want to, can I say this? Like nut fast. And I was like, okay, we could just stop. The head was fine. That's all I needed for now. Like, that's fine. Just go heal.
For sure. It was one of those things where like you felt good in their space, in their arms type of shit. I'm like, oh, okay, cute. Like, this is going cute. You know, as we're getting to know each other, he wanted to be like a football player. I'm like, oh shit, so why you not in the football team in school? Like, what's going on? Oh yeah, me and my brother, we robbed a jewelry store. I was like, nigga, what? You robbed a jewelry store? Like, you went out your way like with a gun and a mask to rob a jewelry store, bro? Just think about it. Like, it's some movie scene shit, breaking into a bank and breaking into the jewelry store. Like, I was like, nah, bro, I don't think this is gonna work out. So then fast forward, I'm in DR, right? And at this point, I'm in DR, I'm on vacation. I'm over there enjoying time with my family, and I'm in my aunt's house. I had Wi-Fi, right? I get a FaceTime call from this guy, and I'm like, oh shit, like, what's up? And he's like, this stress. And all I see behind the car is blue, red, and white lights. So I was like, y'all was speeding? He goes, yeah, we were, and I got it on me. I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna let you go, because I don't got service. Motherfucker, I'm on vacation. Like, I came back and I was like, yo, look, I know you was waiting for me to come back, but it's not gonna work out. Like,